What's up guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. My name is Tony Brienne, and in today's video we are going to be discussing the iCarly reboot and why Jennette McCurdy will not be on that reboot. So let's get straight into the drama. So iCarly came out in 2007 and lasted about a consecutive of 5 years, and it starred Carly Shay as Miranda Cosgrove, Nathan Kress playing as Freddie, and then we had the infamous Sam Puckett, who is played by Jennette McCurdy. And then, of course, we have Spencer Shea, played by Jerry Trainer. Now, with the reboot coming back on Paramount Plus, it is quite obvious that Jennette McCurdy will not be coming back, and a lot of fans are really distraught about that because they feel the show will not be the same without Jennette McCurdy. I mean, Sam Puckett was a huge influence on the iCarly franchise. But we're going to get into why exactly Sam is not on the show and what her castmates are saying about her lack of appearance on the show. So let's get straight into this. So Jennette McCurdy revealed that she quit acting. After her time on iCarly, she then went on to the show Sam and Cat, starring herself and Ariana Grande as their characters they played on their previous shows. Jennette McCurdy playing Sam Puckett from iCarly and Ariana Grande playing Cat Valentine from the hit show Victorious. So on a recent episode of Jennette McCurdy's podcast, Empty Inside, she stated that she made the decision to leave entertainment and Hollywood several years back. On the podcast, she said, in quote, "I quit a few years ago because I initially didn't want to do it. My mom put me in it when I was 6, and by sort of age, I guess 10 or 11, I was the main financial support for my family. My family didn't have a lot of money, and this was the way out, which I actually think was helpful in driving me to some degree of success." She further stated that acting actually was quite difficult for her, and several times she struggled throughout auditions. Although she clearly got over her stage fright, she said that her mother's death altered many of her goals. In quote, she said, "With her death kind of died a lot of her ideas of my life, and that was its own journey and a difficult one for sure." She further explained her feeling of embarrassment during her time on Nickelodeon. She was on iCarly from 2007 to 2012, but then like I said, she was also on Sam and Cat, so she was on Nickelodeon for about a consecutive 10 years. She stated, in quote, "I'm so ashamed of the parts I've done in the past. I resent my career in a lot of ways. I feel so unfulfilled by the roles that I played, and I felt like it was the most cheesy, embarrassing. I did the shows that I was on from like 13 to 21, and by 15, I was already embarrassed." End quote. She further stated that it was very embarrassing being on the shows, like although her friends who were 15 at the time, same as her, would say like, "Oh my god, it's so cool you're on a Nickelodeon show, like you're famous." She felt very embarrassed by those roles because she wasn't proud of them. She said maybe I was proud of the characters I was playing, it would be a different feeling and a different experience, but she wasn't. So every time people bring it up, she just felt shame. So some people asked Nathan Kress, who's known as Freddie on the hit show iCarly, his opinions on Sam, aka Jennette McCurdy, not coming back to the iCarly reboot. And on his podcast called Radioactive Dads, yes, Nathan Kress, aka Freddie, is a papa. Like, it's crazy, we're getting old out here. He stated this, "I think it's just a personal decision and where she's at and what she wants to do. I think her focus has generally been on content creation. Doing like her podcast, that's doing really well, in writing, directing, producing. It seems like that's just where her focus is. And I think, this is speculating too, but because she already did a spin-off series doing Sam and Cat, she might also feel like she got 60, 70 more episodes than we did as our characters, and maybe she just feels like her character is complete." End quote. There are also rumors about her mistreatment, possible sexual harassment or assault experiences on Nickelodeon due to Dan Schneider. As we know, Dan Schneider has had many sexual allegations put towards him, and his ideologies towards foot fetishes and just the way that he treated and was too close to certain cast members at such young ages. So people think that that might be another reason. I'm not exactly sure. I think it could be very true because, as you guys know in my previous videos, I've always stated that Hollywood is dark as hell, especially for young children, and all these young stars kind of lose their minds because of all the stuff they had to go through. And in Sam's case, she's saying that her parents kind of forced her into acting that she didn't want to do, and she solely did it for financial gain. If you're not happy in what you're doing, although the financial aspect may be amazing, you're never going to be fully happy and feel completed. So if the best thing for her is to just not do the iCarly reboot, kudos to her. I think she needs to make the best decision for her mental health and what's best for her at this day and age. I mean, you're only in your 20s once, and you just do what's best for you. You live this life one time. So if that's what she feels best for her, then kudos to her. And I am still excited to see the iCarly reboot. I've been watching like a bunch of iCarly episodes that are now on Netflix, and I forgot how much I really like the show. It's a pretty good show. And it's going to be sad not seeing Sam on it, but I'm not sure what they're going to do with that and how they're going to like kind of like explain why she's not on the show. But I am excited to see what they do. So that is the end of this episode. Oh, so that is the end of this video. Let me know in the comments why you guys think Sam, aka Jennette McCurdy, is not going to be coming back. Maybe I should stop calling her Sam since she hated her character so much. So Jennette McCurdy, excuse me, why she won't be coming back to the iCarly reboot, and what her dark memories and dark past have to do with this show. Like, what do you think she really went through when being on iCarly? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will see you all in my next video. I love you guys so much. Bye. Mwah.